Did you have bad boy in you before you got to the Pistons, or did the Pistons bring out the bad boy?
No, I had it in me before. It was like, okay, it just enhanced me a little bit having a guy like Bill Laimbeer, a guy that I hated playing against and a guy that I hated as a teammate at a time. So it ended up, when Laimbeer got three-pieced by Robert Parrish in the playoffs, I told Laimbeer, you got to step up for yourself, man. You can't be letting nobody just go at you. If you don't step up for yourself, don't worry, I got this under control. And so, the enforcer role was there. My thing was, you're my teammate, and it's about protection. And Coop knows that very well. It's like, hey, you mess with one, you're gonna mess with all. We got to go at this because we got to establish that. And when I look at the playoffs now, I thought Paul Millsap at a crucial time in that game 4, where it could have been that game 5 where it could have been a sweep. His intensity of setting the tone, like, hey man, hey, we ain't going for this no more, man. We ain't going for the bully ball, and that makes it competitive because you sit there and saying these guys running with their tails up their butt, but yet it was the fact that what, I didn't give a damn who you were. It was the Pistons versus everybody.
And you know what, Rick? I think you hit on something right there that I like. Again, I don't think it's necessary. Well, in a sense, it's it being an enforcer, but it's just about not letting people get away with cheap shots and certain things. Now, take yourself, 6'9", 240, 250 back when you played. I was 6'6", 170. Millsap is what, 6'9", 220, something like that. So the size doesn't matter. I think it's just the heart and the attitude that you have to take because, again, when you're playing people and I don't want to call myself a protector. I mean, but somebody levels 1 on Magic or Kareem, hey, I as little as I was going to step up and say something. And again, that was perfect what you said. Millsap stepped up, did what he had to do, and they won that game. And then the coach had him on the bench at the end of the game. But he had played his role to perfection to instigate something to compel this team to go on and win.
That's it. You hit the nail on the head, Coop. You go, man, this dude, they just whooping up on us. You got Marcus Morris, the way that he plays. If you don't match the intensity of the other team, and if you don't it's guys that play their roles, and this is how we survive in the NBA. You play a role, and you enrich it. And it's like, what? If I got to set the tone, if you're invisible in the NBA, something's wrong because it's not the fact that you have to go out there and be a thug or whatever they, play goon ball. Well, you know what? The matchups against the Lakers and the Celtics was a prime example. You got Landsberger going for a shot. And you got Larry Bird trying to rip his neck off. And then they look at you and identify you as a villain. Oh, he's a thug. This is bad. This is not professional sports. But it's like, okay, it's establishing a tone. You got to have a tone setter. If you don't, then this team going to feel like they can get away with murder. And if you don't compete, it's not the fact that you're playing dirty basketball. It's the fact that, what, I'm going to hit you. I'm going to make sure you let come in this lane again, I'm going to knock you on your ass.
I'm glad you said that, Rick, because do you consider yourself a dirty player or a thug?
I consider myself, Michael Cooper and Irie, I consider myself a professional. And the thing is about being a professional, you go out there, you take care of your business. Did I want to hurt anybody or maim anybody? No. I just wanted to make sure that see the thing about me, coming from a Division II school, come on, Coop, they'd be looking at you like, where the hell is Hampton Institute? Is that some crazy ass school? Oh, has he been institutionalized? No. I went to a HBCU, and let me tell you something, man. You had to fight at games. We didn't have the biggest arenas. You probably the most you probably seen was maybe 3,000 in a packed gym, depending on if you're playing a Norfolk State or if you're playing a Virginia Union or you're playing a St. Augustine or North Carolina A&T at that time. You going like, okay, you got the section, what do they call it, 33. It was this one school called St. Paul in Virginia, and they had this group of guys, three rows underneath the basket. They can just stick their arms and touch you. And it's going like, man, you say something to me again, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to slap you. Shut up. So it was like, you know what? Hey, I had to fight. The thing is, you're not, it's not that you're going to be a gifted athlete. It's not like you can jump high and run fast, but you like your role. And the thing is, I enriched my role by playing. How do I get an identity? So they
Mm.
identified me as a guy that I knew I could score. I knew I could rebound. That's the NBA. Everybody learned how to do something right. So I mean, the thing is, you sacrifice one for the other. I got paid to play. If they wanted to call it thug basketball or intimidation, it was a tone setting for me. It was like, okay, Coop, and if you see my eyes and our eyes look, it's like, oh man, if I go in there, do I want to get a little touched up, or do I want to sit there and take that short shot? That's
No
what Michael
question.
Jordan learned how to play that short game. That's the thing about this game. He got his ass beat so much. It's like I ain't mess with them big old thugs.